everybody. Come on in for a great show. YouTube, Periscope, diamondandsilk.com, Facebook. Come on in.
Come on in.
Have a lot to talk about. A lot that jumped off, I'm telling you, this week.
Yes.
And we have a lot to talk about. So it's no sense of us prolonging the time. All I need to know are we up on all portals?
Yes, we are up on all portals.
All right. Hit it, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live with your host Diamond and Silk and Silk Silk.
Diamond on Diamond.
Oh my God, what a long week. Before we get started, the show is being brought to you by the Chit Chat Tour.
Yes.
Listen, head over there and get tickets, but get tickets towards the summer months. Get tickets towards the summer months, because I'm telling you, when this is said and done, I surely want to be loved on and hugged on, because I miss being touched.
I miss being
touched. I love being touched, and I love being loved on.
Yes.
And then people say, well, are you practicing social distancing?
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. When Silk go to her house.
Yes.
And I'm over here at my house.
That's right.
We practice it. But remember now. Yeah. But remember, when it comes to Diamond and Silk, it's Diamond and Silk.
That's right.
Okay. So we're going to be together when we do this show. And then we will social distance when she go to her house and I stay here at mine.
That's right.
You see what I'm talking about, though?
That's right. That's right.
Thank you for all of your love, your support, your contributions, you all. We love you all so much.
Yeah.
Listen, don't forget to stay updated and informed. You can do that at Chit. What is it?
ChitChatMe.com.
Yeah, ChitChatMe.com.
It's very important that you go to ChitChatMe.com. Put in your email address, you all, because we're about to take the lid off of something.
And also to all of our moderators on YouTube, thank you all of you all. Sandra Lee, I see you, and some more people. Thank you all so much for all that you do. You know,
yes.
With this here time, I know people gonna probably want to cuss or whatever. Let them stay. We may even have trolls over here.
Yes.
Let them stay.
They need an uplifting too.
They need an uplifting, because guess what?
What?
We are all in this boat together.
Yes, we are.
And it ain't nothing that we can do.
It's not a thing we can do. That's
or
right.
a thing that we can do about it.
Put it in God's hand.
Put it all in God's hand.
That's
okay.
Right. That's right.
All right.
Also,
go ahead, girl.
We are not journalists. We're not doctors. And we are not conspiracy theorists.
We're just Diamond and Silk.
We're Diamond and Silk, and we are opinionators.
Right.
Okay. See, a conspiracy theorist is like Hillary Clinton conspiring with Russia to try to overthrow President Trump.
Then candidate Trump.
That's right. That's conspiracy.
Because she's the one got that dossier.
That's
but
right.
What I don't understand, speaking of old crooked, is why would she get by or pay millions for a dossier where the information came from somebody in Russia and candidate Trump, Donald Trump, he never stayed in Russia.
He don't live in Russia.
He don't live there.
That's
you see
right.
what I'm talking about?
That's right. So that's conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Well, we are opinionators. And our First Amendment rights give us the right to state our opinion.
That's right.
This is our opinion. Okay?
Freedom of speech, baby.
That's right.
Freedom of speech.
That's right. And special thank you to everybody that's still contributing to Diamond and Silk.
Oh, thank you all so much.
During this time, you're still contributing. You say you want to see more of us. God bless you, and thank you so much for that.
Yeah, because somebody want to know, okay, what happened to Diamond Silk? Where's Diamond Silk? Diamond Silk, we're still here.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere, you all. You all know we've been working on a book. It is almost there, you all.
Almost.
So please, 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 if you have not pre-ordered your book, go to diamondandsilkbook.com.
That's right.
To go ahead and pre-order it.
Pre-order it.
Yes. Okay, so, you know, a lot done jumped off this week.
Yes.
First of all, it was the beginning of the week. It was on a Monday, and I was already ticked off.
Right.
I was ticked off because I had to call the doctor's office.
Uh-huh.
I love our doctors. First of all, let me say to all of our doctors and our nurses and our first responders who is on the front lines of this pandemic, which turned out to be a epidemic pandemic.
Invisible war.
This invisible war.
Yeah.
But you all are on the front lines. Thank you so much. We love you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after all of this, they all deserve raises.
Yes.
Because they are the person, and you can tell a person that have passion.
Yeah.
Because they gear up and they go out there and they do it again.
They do it again.
That's somebody
that
have passion and love what they're doing, despite. And thank you all so much. So let me just tell you.
And before you say that, I want to correct myself because I called this an invisible war. What it is a war with the invisible enemy.
That's right, because we don't know what we're fighting.
This is a war.
It's not tangible. Yeah. We can't feel it. We can't see it. We can't taste it.
That's right.
Nor can we touch it, and that's what makes it a little scary.
Yeah.
But God is not the author of confusion, and I don't think God wants us to be in fear.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, so Monday, you all, I was a little teed off.
We was all teed off. Come on.
I was a little teed off. Well, first of all, I had to call the doctor's office because the doctor's office wanted my father, who's in his 70s, to take my mother, who's in her 70s, to the doctor, only for them to have to refill a prescription. And it just teed me off that I couldn't believe that they were hauling them in, especially with them being the most vulnerable around this time. And so I had to call the doctor's office and I had to go ahead on and get that straight. And they got themselves straight. Because, honey, I had done already called the medical board, too.
Yeah. So you wasn't acting African American.
It was time for me to go ahead on and act
black. You was acting straight black.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Because some of these primary care doctors, what they want you to do is they want you to come in so that they can charge your medical or whatever. Insurance. And then they will prescribe you continue to prescribe you your medication. And I had a problem with that. But they ended up getting themselves straightened out. So I was a little ticked off about that. But you know what I did? I settled myself down and it ended up, by the end of the day, working itself out. It
unfolded.
Working itself out. So thank you to all of our doctors. And listen, please do not make old people come to the doctor sitting up at your doctor's office.
Don't do that.
The old people, don't nobody want to catch this. And our older people, our elderly, are more susceptible in catching this from what we're being told. So you darn sure don't want to drag them. Make a phone call and let's look into telehealth for our elderly and our older people. Okay. All right. Okay. So every day, the president has been doing these press conferences.
Yes, he has.
And girl, Monday. I love our president because I love when he stand up there. You know what I like about him?
Right.
I love about him, especially doing these press conferences. First of all, giving us information.
Yes.
And second of all, spanking the media.
Oh.
Getting them straight.
Straight. Yes.
Oh, how I love it. And I just be sitting up there. So we live for it.
Yeah.
It's like I do my dinner around the time that he's going to come on. So I can sit and see what's going on. And I noticed that some in the media, how they're taking it and they're twisting and they're spinning stuff. And it's like, they don't want to see any good come out of this.
No, they don't.
That's what I'm sensing from the media.
No.
And the public was polled. And the public is really appalled. And they disapprove of the media coverage on coronavirus. They disapprove of it. They really don't like it.
They disapprove of the media coverage on coronavirus. But his approval has skyrocketed on his coverage of the coronavirus.
That's right.
On the way that he's handling the coronavirus epidemic.
With the president being the president of the United States, I think he should be before the people.
Yes.
But I don't think that the media should take and sensationalize it.
Yes.
And say things to garner fear and panic in people. I just don't.
That's
I just don't at all.
That's right.
So let me get to the itch of the week.
Okay.
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy
Pelosi.
Okay.
Nancy Pelosi is going to be the itch of the week. So what did you have to start with? I can go on with the itch.
No, let's go ahead on and go with the look.
All right, so
we can just go any kind of way.
So you all know that the stimulus bill totaling up to $2 trillion were signed by our president into law. People are going to start getting checks. The bill was held up because of Nancy Pelosi kill pills. All of the things that she was trying to put in the bill.
So what was happening was the senators, they was almost there, about ready to vote on a bill. And then Nancy Pelosi flew in from California. About like, okay, you know how the witches fly in on a broom? I ain't calling her a witch, but I'm just talking about the scenario. Okay, and she just killed the bill because she wanted to add all of these kill pills to the bill. She wanted to add stuff about the Green New Deal.
Now what the hell do the Green New Deal have to do with us?
With our economy.
With coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Like, how is that? Come on.
She wanted to add funding for abortions.
How is that? First of all abortions need to cease in this country. You know why?
Why?
Because we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
And those doctors need to be somewhere on the front line. Now, this is what I don't understand. This itch. She act like she concerned about people with coronavirus dying, but she want to give more funding to Planned Parenthood for them to kill more babies.
Kill more babies.
This is some hypocritical BS that's going on up and through here.
They want to add $300 million to this bill for refugees overseas.
See, this is what the itch do.
That's illegal.
You so worry about an illegal alien. You are a refugee. You're not even worried about the Americans here in this country.
The American people
that's experiencing and suffering when it comes to this pandemic. But you worried about some refugees.
Americans are wondering how they're going to pay their bills. And this is for American tax dollars, is for American citizens. But you got the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, Omar, all of these different individuals want to allocate $300 million towards illegal aliens.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why she the itch of the week.
Yes.
Because you got to be a dumb itch.
A dumb itch.
To be worried about everything outside of what's going on right here in America.
And another thing, they wanted to implement $25 million to go towards their salaries and learning how to telecommute, via the computers and stuff like that. But that's towards giving them a raise. That's towards their salaries.
We don't need to give nobody up there in Congress no raise.
But how in DHELL do they think that they are entitled to a raise or to an additional $25 million towards their salaries whenever they're not even working for the American people?
No, you working for a refugee.
Illegal aliens.
What I don't understand, if this bill was about corona, then why would she put kill pills in it? That lets you know she don't care about the pandemic.
That's right.
You know why? Because this itch is rich. She rich. She ain't concerned. It ain't gonna be no skin off of her back.
Yes. So
she gonna be okay.
That's right.
So that's why she didn't mind putting kill pills
in the bill. And so technically, what she did was a quid pro quo. Because she withheld aid from we the American people to put her little mess in the bill.
And our tax dollars didn't want to pay for them kill pills.
No. How did she fly back in from California in a day with a 1,400-page bill for legislation to put into the bill?
Well, maybe that itch was sitting somewhere with her cat writing it.
No, that's because they've been writing this stuff. And it's at times like this when they can take advantage of the system.
And the American people. And the American tax dollars.
That's right. That's what they do. How the hell is raising a few... taxing fuels and adding and making it impossible for airlines and different things? How the hell is that going to help Americans' economy?
Why do they want to make it? We need our airline industry. That's how we want to.
Okay, but they want to get rid of fossil fuels and all of that.
So they want to dismantle the airline.
So what they want to do is add different tax, add different things to it where they have to do this in order to do that.
So they want to put in more regulation.
More regulation. That's it. They want to add more regulations to do this and to do that in order to get this and in order to get that. Democrats. But then she got her little behind on there. She just turned 80 years old.
Ugh.
And started acting like it was because of her that the American people was doing this and doing that.
No, it ain't because of this itch. This itch held up this here bill for about a week with her shenanigans, putting all of this foolishness in it that she know darn well that the American tax dollars shouldn't have been paying for. This was about a pandemic. This was about coronavirus. And that's what this bill should have been geared to. The American people, how we gonna pull ourselves up out of this mess because we're fighting an invisible enemy here. But she had her own agenda, and this is how the Democrats operate. But we don't want to sit and tolerate it.
And we tolerate it, but that's how they operate. That's right. This bill should only have been a one-pager.
That's right.
This bill should have only been a one-pager because it should have been geared up to the American people needs, not to Congress and all of their little stuff. No. It should have been to the American people. It's our money. We pay into the system. We work and pay into the system.
That's right.
That money should come back to the American people, not no refugees, not no illegal aliens, and not for people to have abortions.
That's right. That's right. I totally agree. You know, Nancy Pelosi, she also criticized the president, and she was basically saying because she blamed the president for delaying equipment, talking about people were dying because of that. And she tried to blame that on the president. No, you're the reason, itch.
Yes, itch.
You're the reason, itch. Because let me tell you, let me just go on and get this off of my chest.
Get it off your chest.
You know, when I really think about it, had China not been making all of our medicine and gloves and masks and those things, we wouldn't be in this doggone predicament.
That's right.
Whenever you have supply and demand.
That's right.
What's in demand? How much supply you got? And if you got the whole world wanting this one item, you're going to run into a problem.
You're going to run into an issue.
So you can't expect for this to be Burger King, and you think you can have it your way, and this stuff magically appear the next day.
That's right.
It don't work like that.
And if she wasn't in the middle of trying to impeach our president because of a phone call, maybe they could have had their ear to the ground and heard and saw what China was doing.
That's right. What was going on
in December?
But what you was doing, you was pushing that impeachment sham of a scam.
That's right.
You wasn't paying attention. So don't blame our president. You can blame yourself. Miss Nancy. Yeah, that's why she take the itch of the week.
That's right.
That's why she take the itch of the week. And it is time to bring back our manufacturing.
Right here in
Bring
America.
our stuff back here in America.
That's right.
Where we won't get caught like this again.
That's right.
This is a learning lesson.
Yes.
Other presidents haven't learned this lesson. They never learned the lesson.
No.
Up under President Trump, not no more. We ain't gonna do this no more.
He removed a lot of red tape and regulations that was already in place to make it impossible for even doctors to be able to get certain medications or people to have access to certain things that they needed. He had to first remove all of that red tape before we can even do anything. But you got all of these different people on the Democrat side want to blame President Trump for something they are the ones that created
and kept it right on going.
That's right.
Wonder how much kickback this itch was getting. How much kickback, patty whack was she getting? Not only that, girl, but throughout the week, every single day, they will have Governor Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo on television for about an hour, begging for ventilators.
Okay, can I say one thing before you say the ventilators?
Come on.
He was also begging for money. I believe they allocated around $3.8 billion towards New York. He was on there talking about how can I plug a $15 billion hole with $3.8 billion? I have the answer for him.
Come on, how you do it? Come on, break it on down. Get rid
of those illegal aliens.
Get rid of sanctuary cities.
Get rid of sanctuary cities. Then you won't have all of these people weighing down the system.
Not only that, they get so many billions of dollars every year. So what has he been doing with the budget?
Yeah.
You know, investing taxpayer dollars in these BS companies that have not garnered you a return. That's your fault as governor.
That's right,
Don't
Cuomo.
blame the federal government for the stuff you ain't done. Now you think that the federal government supposed to come bail you out.
Ass out. Right.
Now, let's talk about these ventilators. So I had got in bed, and every time I get in bed, I always go back through Twitter to see who's doing what, because I'm relaxed. I see a video that somebody called the Persistent put out about Governor Cuomo admitting that he's stockpiling the ventilators. He don't need the ventilators right now because there's not enough people that needs them right now that's in the hospital.
Right.
So I'm like, now, for almost a week and a half, this man has been on television.
On TV.
Talking about he needs ventilators, 30,000, 40,000 ventilators. And he got the public thinking that a lot of people are on ventilators and people are going to die because they're not getting these ventilators. And come to find out, his behind is stockpiling.
He's hoarding them. That's right.
So really what he did was he got on television and I'm not going to say he stretched the truth because that would be a lie. He told a damn lie before the public. Because the way he was saying it, he made it look like they needed this stuff right away.
I have the video if you want to.
Come on, let's show it. Let's take a look and we'll talk, guys.
Were there ventilators found in a storage facility? Or something that the president is claiming that there were ventilators found that they need to be distributed? Is there any truth to that?
That is incorrect and grossly uninformed. The point is, we have ventilators in a stockpile, and we didn't send them to the hospitals yet. Of course we didn't. That's the whole point. The hospitals don't need them yet. The hospitals aren't at their apex. The hospitals have enough ventilators today, but the numbers are going up. We're planning for an apex, a high point in about 21 days. That's when we need the 30,000 ventilators, not today. Right now, we're putting them in a stockpile. So the point is, well, they're in a stockpile, you must not need them. It's just ignorant. Of course you don't need them today. You need them when you hit the apex, which is 30,000. We're not there yet.
You know, this is the it. This is the
BS.
That pisses me off.
Yes.
See, because he was on television complaining about that. One day he was on, and the administration had to say, we don't send that to your warehouse.
That's to your warehouse.
Why haven't you gotten it?
That's right.
Well, now you're saying, well, we don't need them. Well, why would you get your ass on TV trying to make President Trump, his administration look bad, like they're not doing what they're supposed to do? They done sent you 4,000 ventilators. It's in the stockpile. You ain't used them, but you getting on TV talking about we need ventilators and people are dying.
Yeah. So it brought me to this question, Diamond. So is he hoarding them so that he can take and sell them back to other countries, or sell them back to other states, or sell them to people within a community? Why are you hoarding the ventilators that you say you need, Cuomo?
I don't trust him.
No, I don't trust him.
Let me tell you something.
He's a liar.
When I heard that, I said no.
He's a liar. You got people up in arms and going off on our president, blaming the president. Our president just sent a boat, a ship to New York because this mofo is on TV begging. People are dying. We got to save the people. Now you tell me that the hospital don't need this stuff?
The ventilators. Somebody was even on there talking about we don't have enough protective gear. Come to find out, they sent protective gear to the warehouse. Cuomo and them just sitting up there holding on to the stuff. The different hospitals. This is what I talk about when I say something is not right. Why are they trying to make this so political?
Why are they trying to make it so political at such a time as this? If people was going through all of this stuff that they get on TV and say, because they want to put us in panic. There's no way they will be talking about funding abortions.
That's right.
There's no way they would be talking about funding illegal aliens, plugging in the Green New Deals, taxing fossil fuels.
But
There's
you're
no
saying
way.
that, but why are they not taking this serious? Do they
Why
know
aren't
something
they taking it serious?
that we don't know?
And then why is he stocking up on ventilators? Is he planning for something else that he know is sure to come?
But here's the deal. Somebody at Laybar said Cuomo spent last year $100 million on illegals. Don't know if that's true, but I'm just going up and down the feet and I see what somebody
Okay, well,
said.
let me say this here. Let me say this
Come on,
one thing.
come
Let
on,
me
Sil.
find my notes right here. Let me
Go
find
ahead
my
and
notes because
find
you
it,
know we're
girl.
coming off the top.
Go ahead and find it.
Dr. Deborah Bryce, who is part of President Trump's task force. Now, this is what she said. Okay, she said, "Oh, wait a minute. I want to get her exact words.
Come on, get her exact
I got
words.
her somewhere. Wait a minute. She said, cases are concentrated in highly urban areas. That's what she said. So it brought me to this. Sanctuary cities are also concentrated in highly urban areas. Okay? So if he spent $100 million on illegal aliens and he's sitting here crying out, oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. We need help. The President Trump need to do this. Oh, they really need to do that. We need more money. What you do is you listen to President Trump, and you should have listened 3 years ago because he tried to tell. Basically tried to tell everybody.
That's right.
He basically did.
That's right.
When people, and then you sit there and say, we're going to give free health care to everybody, including illegals, including people that's not supposed to be in this country. This is how the system get weighed down.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
So now it brings me to another question.
Okay. What's your question? Because I got an assignment I want people to do.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
So I'm just curious to know, and this is for statistic purposes only.
Right.
I want to know how many Americans versus illegal aliens versus homeless, those three, how many are testing positive for the coronavirus? Can anybody break those stacks down? American citizens versus illegal aliens versus the homeless population.
Okay.
How many are testing positive for the coronavirus, and then how many people are recovering from the coronavirus?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
Another thing, when I saw that video last night of Governor Cuomo, and I'm like, I don't believe really nothing that he says now. What I need to know is how many people have passed away in New York.
Yes.
And what I need to know is who have the bodies. I need for somebody that does investigative work to call the morgues, to call the funeral homes.
Or if you work at the morgue.
We need to know, because I don't trust anything else that come out of his mouth now.
Yeah.
Because when you're giving it to people, you're not giving it to them straight.
That's right.
What you're trying to do is you're politicizing it to make somebody look bad when it's not true. Some of this stuff is not true.
Yes.
Some of this stuff is just like, wait, why would you say that?
Exactly.
You were begging for them.
Yes.
Y'all was on TV. Oh my God, people are dying. They need ventilators. We don't have enough ventilators. And come to find out, the hospital don't even need those ventilators yet.
Right.
And that's wrong, you all.
Right.
I'm looking at that. That's why I keep saying something is wrong. Something's not right. Something is off here.
That's
something
right.
is off
How
here.
is it that you can go to the grocery store, but you can't go to work?
That's right.
You can walk down those little 4 feet aisles within the middle, past people, but you got to stand 6 feet apart when you're checking out.
And another thing that I don't understand is the spread. I understand it's highly contagious.
We got that part.
And we understand it started in Washington State at a rest home.
No, that was the first case.
That was the first case.
Right, because it started in Wuhan, China.
It started in Wuhan, China, but
Right.
the first case was in Washington State.
That's right.
But I was listening to, as I was getting ready for the show, a rest home in Maryland, about 60-some people tested positive. So is this being deliberately spreaded? I'm just, look, I'm not being a conspiracy theory.
No.
This is real. But
Yeah.
I'm asking my own questions. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Is it on a product that everybody is touching?
Okay.
What is
What's
this?
happening? There was a doctor, Dr. Stephen, I believe his name is Smith on Laura on Ingra Angle. Let me get the right information because I want to make sure I'm calling out the right name. But he was on there and he was talking about how there's a lot of people with the coronavirus who actually have diabetes. It was a high alarming amount of people. So it makes me wondering, is there anything in the insulin when people are injecting themselves with the shot?
One more thing. One more thing, you all. Now, here's the craziest thing.
Yes, his name is Dr. Smith, Stephen Smith. Go ahead.
Nobody was dying. It's like, okay. I understand that the coronavirus, people are dying from it. But why are they dying from it now and not when we didn't know anything about it? We didn't hear about people dying from the corona.
So the first case, Diamond, was January the 21st of this year.
Okay.
All right. That was the first case.
Right.
Nobody died until 39 days later. That's when the first person died.
Of corona.
This coronavirus. 39 days. Okay?
So did it hit here on the day? See, just something's off about this.
Come on.
And y'all think that we supposed to be moving the food Taco Bell dumb as hell? We can't.
Here's the next thing.
Come on.
In a matter of 2 weeks, over 1,000 people supposedly died from the coronavirus. In a 2 weeks time period, over 1,000 people, after being tested positive, have died from the coronavirus. But it took 39 days from January all the way up to February the 29th, I believe. That's
for
Saturday.
For
the first person to die. Here's another thing.
Come on.
Here's another thing. My president said on March the 24th, Tuesday, this past week, my president said that he would love for America to be back up and running.
I knew this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I knew after he said this was going to happen. Go ahead.
At the time he said it, there was 25,489 cases with 307 deaths. Instantaneously, you had the media calling President Trump out. He wanted open by Easter. He want this open by Easter. Me and you were talking. I said, now watch the numbers of deaths go up.
Right.
Watch everything increase because they wanted to make it look bad.
That's right.
In front of our eyes. Here it is 5 days later. 5 days later, as of yesterday, it jumped from 25,489 cases up to 121,478 cases. It went from 307 deaths to 2,026 deaths in 5 days. And the media is reporting that now the USA far supplies. We're number one now with the number of cases, but have yet to report how China is secretly suppressing their numbers. 43,000 plus people that have coronavirus over there that's not being counted in these numbers. But the media, you so-and-so is going around here telling people that we done surpassed. We're now the number one country with the coronavirus. You want to do everything that you can to keep from being optimistic and to take and try to make President Trump wrong when it comes down to what he would love to see happen.
Now, let me say this here. Is this virus real? Heck yes.
The virus is real.
This is real now.
Oh, yeah.
This is real.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to question some things, especially when I heard that tape with Cuomo. Like, that's
right. With the
you
transmission
up,
of it.
Yeah, when you sitting up and you saying things.
Yes.
But it's turning out what you're saying is not true. Well, no, we didn't really need all those.
Yes.
We're just stockpiling them because we know we're going to reach a peak where we're going to need them one day.
Yes.
But you're sitting on TV like you need them right now. Like you need them right now. Yes. When I saw that, I'm like, this something's off.
For 2 weeks he been there fear-mongering. For 2 weeks. I have yet to see a bird dead from the sky.
Listen, they
The
chippering
bugs,
every morning. I heard crickets the
no
other
bugs
night.
are dying.
Yes.
And you want to tell me that it's person to person contact, but it's okay to go to the grocery store?
It's okay for the workers that work in essential places to work
work
together and be in close contact, but then we can't go out. And can I say this here to some of these governors?
Yes.
You know, we have a governor right here at this here state, and you was telling me they got us on lockdown, I believe, starting tomorrow, right?
Well, yes, they have a stay at home order. Yes.
Okay. And so, listen, I'm a Sagittarius.
Starting at 5 p.m. on Monday.
I love being out loving, but then once I'm loving, I'm home chilling. But when Silk was telling me, and they want you to only buy, what kind of only buy?
You have a lot of the governors now that's saying that if you go to Walmart, you can only buy things that are essential. You can't purchase like jewelry, paint, paper, certain things that's not that's non-essential. You can only purchase essential stuff. They're telling us how we can spend our money.
Now, see, that's what you ain't gonna do.
That's right.
With me, because we don't live in a socialist country.
That's
this ain't
right.
no damn communist over
And
here.
you're not a dictator.
If I take my ass to Walmart, I'm gonna buy what the hell I want to buy.
That's
You're
right.
not gonna tell me you gonna quarantine me.
Right.
But when I want to go get something, you gonna tell me what the hell I can get. I'll be down. I'm gonna buy whatever the hell I want to.
That's right.
When I walk into a Walmart or any other store that's open.
You got people that's home, going to be home for at least another 30 days that want to purchase paint so they can at least trim up their
That's right.
homes
You ain't gonna tell nobody what
do.
they can and can't
Can
do.
I buy? This is undercover socialism.
That's right.
Being
That is
pushed,
fine.
slowly but surely being pushed down the American people's throat.
Throat,
You all better wake the hell
Wake
up.
up.
And see
You
what's
looking at
going
you
on.
those of you all that's looking at Bernie Sanders and Biden,
Yeah.
they the reasons we in this mess right here.
That's right.
They the reason.
That's right.
They the reason for all of this.
That's right.
You want to say, well, why you say that? Well, why you say that? Because nobody ain't ever hawked China.
That's
and
right.
they've been in government for how many years?
That's right.
This ain't the first pandemic fooling around with China.
That's right. It's not. It's not. It really truly is not. And with us talking about all of this and all of these different implements of rules that they're trying to implement on the American people, even down to Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats wanting to enter a rule for ballot harvesting.
Because they trying to cheat.
Because they're trying to cheat.
Well, Shammy W, she said, or he said, I bought myself some weed to smoke and my Hennessy. Shammy, well, let me go ahead and let you know. I was going to let y'all know at the beginning of the show. I'll go ahead and let you know now.
Let them know.
What they're saying is, if you are smoking that old weed, if you are drinking on that Hennessy, then when the coronavirus come knocking at your door,
knock, knock, knock,
it may take you right on up out of here. So they're saying if you snorting, if you drinking, if you shooting up, that's not good to do around this time.
That's right.
Even vaping, they telling you to stop doing. If you're smoking your Black and Milds, you're stogie. If you're taking your Black and Milds and you're lacing it with some weed, stop it. You know, speaking of getting high, the other day, I felt like I was high, and I don't get high. I don't drink to get high. I don't smoke no weed to get high. But
so
I
you got
felt
high off your own supply.
I got
within.
high off. There you go, girl.
That's right.
Because I had accomplished something that took me all week, and when I got finished, I was feeling myself. So if you can't have a natural high,
yes, without all of that other stuff, yes, honey.
Because now Corona is saying, you smoking if you want to. When I come knocking at your door, I may go ahead on and take you right on up out of here. Because your lungs. Because this stuff gets through you. Listen, that's why they keep telling you to wash your hands. Don't touch your face. This stuff is trying to get down in your lungs and attack your lungs. And you need your lungs to live, to breathe.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be fooling up and around through that. You don't want to do.
Yeah.
So doing the drugs, I say lay off of that and don't even drink that Hennessy.
Yes, that's
Ain't
right.
that dark liquor?
I believe
You know
it
that
is.
dark
I don't
liquor
know.
make you crazy. And listen, at some point we all gonna have to get up out of here and go back to work.
We're going to have to. Ooh.
Because let me tell you something.
Ooh.
You all got the liquor stores open, the ABCs open, some stuff gonna jump off in one of these homes.
That's right.
Now I don't have to worry about nothing.
That's right.
Because I'm right here by myself.
That's right.
But imagine if you got kids or if everybody's teenagers, everybody in the house
ain't
together.
used to all of that stuff.
It's just a matter of time. Some stuff gonna jump off.
That's right.
You know,
That's
you
right.
see what I'm talking about, though, Sil?
Yes, I see exactly what you're talking about. People are going to have to get back to work. That's just the bottom line.
At some point.
But see, you know, when you're trying to push people in their house, why? What are you doing in the outside world?
That's right.
And y'all let me know if you see a new pole go up in your neighborhood. Just type it. Say, I see a new pole go up.
Wait a minute. Don Sharp said, build your immune system, not destroy it. That's right.
Yes.
That is the key. And they were also saying, not just with the drugs, but with snacking on cookies and potato chips and stuff like that. You need fruits, vegetables. You need things that's going to build your immune system.
And walk around your house.
Yeah.
On the inside. It's hard for me to get out because of the pollen. But on the inside, walk around on the inside of your house, you all, because you have to get some exercise. If not, y'all gonna be coming out looking like wildebeest.
That's right.
Around here.
But when
bad enough, you can't get your hair done and your nails done and your toes done.
Listen, when I go into the grocery store, all of the fruits and vegetables are sitting there looking pretty. All of the stuff in the middle of the aisle, listen, they take and they buy all that stuff. That's the stuff that's bad for you.
Right.
They want you to put more fruits and vegetables. Do what you have to do to build up your immune system. When it's said and done, yes, we're going to live another type of life, but it's going to be a clean life. When I'm talking about what you put in your body, you're going to be conscious about how you're touching on your face and conscious about cleaning your body and making sure you're washing your hands. Now, can I say something about the governors?
Say whatever you want to
when
say.
It comes to the governors and they're closing down some of these places because they don't want the spread of this here to go on and on and on. As the governor, what are you doing for the state? Are you washing down the streets? Are you wiping down stuff with Clorox and stuff so when people come back out into society, it still won't spread. You sort of see what I'm saying? And if people do come back out in society, how do we keep this from spreading?
That's
and
right.
And why is it still spread? It's like I don't understand why.
All of a sudden, it pops up here, pops up there. I was talking to a lady the other day, and she was saying how, you know, in New Orleans, the spread has all of a sudden
They had Mardi Gras. You had that mayor down there. She's another itch.
Right.
Trying to blame this all on the president. No. As the mayor was your fault.
That's right. But even with that said, you know, Mardi Gras was at the end, the last Tuesday in February, I believe, right?
Okay.
All right. So I know that thousands of people come there and then they leave. But you still have people within the community that live in New Orleans, that lives there, that was there during Mardi Gras. Okay, 14 days later, because they said it takes 14 days later, you didn't have a problem with a lot of people dying.
Right.
But here it is a month later, and now all of a sudden, kaboom.
Right.
All of a sudden, kaboom. See, I thought it took 14 days from the time of transmission and so forth for this thing to do whatever it needs to do. But here it is a month later.
Right.
A whole month later. Now all of a sudden, kaboom.
Somebody said they may slow the spread of it, but they cannot stop it. So what we have to do as individuals is follow protocol.
Follow protocol and see God cleverly designed our bodies to be able to fight off a lot of these different viruses and different things, you all. Building up your immune system is the key to it all. That's the key to it all. So, but you had Dr. Is it Fusi? The one that's on the, did I say his name right?
Is that the little small one that sometimes be digging all in his face?
Yes, he's just everywhere, He warns that the coronavirus could return to the U.S. in seasonal cycles. So my question to
how does it
is, do we close down the country every season?
When this here comes?
Because more people have died from the flu, and we never shut the country down.
We've never shut the country down for any pandemic as long as I've been alive.
We never shut the country down. And it's really not strange to me because I know who the media is. But for them to actually celebrate the downfall of America.
Oh, it's sickening.
That's disturbing.
Well, let me tell you something. So I was sitting up there, I was looking at one channel and then I turned. I like to hear what the fake news is talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was looking up them gleeing. They were gleeing and gloating,
Suffocating. Yes.
by the fact that the economy was failing and President Trump had touted a strong economy. Now look at the economy. And I just shook my head because, we're all in this together. Therefore, for the grace of God, something don't happen where, hey, we don't even have TV no more.
Yes.
Then they will be out of a job. If we're all in this together, we're vulnerable right now.
Yes.
Anybody can come in and attack us.
Yes. And when I listen to that and see that on TV, that is what makes me think that this is not all that they're trying to make it to be cracked up to be. Because you're not taking it serious yourself by taking and bashing the president and making this political.
There you go.
Instead of taking it seriously and realizing that we're all in the same boat together. And right now we need to get out of this rut that we find ourselves in.
Right.
Okay. So when I see Hillary Clinton,
oh yeah,
testing out some BS, I see
tweeting.
Maxine Waters, tweeting out some stuff, want to blame President Trump.
Oh yeah.
But nobody has talked about Obama or Joe Biden.
That's right.
How they handled
H1N1.
Nobody's.
It was a global pandemic from 2009, I believe, up into 2011.
Nobody talks about how they handled that.
They didn't handle it.
How a lot of
1,000 people had done died
Yeah.
before he even will call it a pandemic.
Yeah.
And nothing shut down.
Nothing.
So that also lets you know that the left-wing media, who they gonna pull for. Let me tell you something, you all, when it comes to the media, it's such a powerful tool because we're faced with it 24/7.
Yeah.
You can cut it off, but you may pick up a magazine. That's part of media. Bam.
Yes.
So if they are for you, you'll get good coverage.
Right.
Anytime the media makes you aware of something,
Yes.
you become conscious of it. And when you become conscious of it, you pay attention to it. You notice it every day.
That's right.
Then you start looking around and seeing stuff.
Right.
Then all of a sudden now you feel like you sick.
Yeah.
You feel like you may have a fever or a cough.
Yes.
But they do it. They created it and set it up like this here. They've sensationalized this here to garner the reaction that they are garnering from us as the American people.
People are getting more sick off of the media than the virus.
That's right.
They catching fever from the media. Trying to make this thing to be, this, that. And then I even looked at you, media, how you all even changed your structure on what you're showing the people. Now you're showing people getting dressed up in the hazmat outfits and different things, and showing inside of the hospitals and different things. But then I was looking at, our baby Todd Stern, how he did a video. He went to New York. He went to the hospital there in New York, looking for this hysterical that the media tried to say.
All of these people are there.
There was no line. There was no people. He was looking for this. So we need y'all to be our eyes and ears out there.
I'm curious. I want to know how many people died in New York. I want someone to call the funeral homes. I just need to listen.
Yeah.
We've never experienced any of this before.
Yeah.
But something is off here. Something is
It's
off,
very
especially when I
off.
heard about what happened in Maryland. 60-some people tested positive for corona and at a rest home.
At a rest
I thought
home?
the rest homes were supposed to be locked down to
from people
protect
that
the elderly.
don't go out.
Yeah,
anywhere?
right. So how did that happen?
Yeah.
If somebody deliberately,
It's
it's real,
it's crazy.
but it's somebody deliberately spreading some things here. This does not make sense at all to me.
Okay. So the other night I was watching Miss Harris Faulkner. She was on it was called America versus Virus or America versus something, the virus, coronavirus or something like that. And she was on in Dr. Oz, and she had it was like a documentary. It was a beautiful documentary about the viruses and different things, right? But Dr. Oz said something that kind of stuck with me, and he basically was talking about how the people in the media, in the scientist world, and the doctor world, is the way that they're seeing this is that a bat had a virus, and that some kind of way a human virus and the virus that the bat has merged together, and that bat had babies.
Right.
And with over in Wuhan, China, a lot of people eating live, from the livestock and so forth,
Right.
that entered into a human body.
That's what they're
and
saying.
then it began to, whenever they started to see this particular virus with both of it there together, it looked at normal, and it's something that we've never experienced or never seen before. That's in the medical world. So I started thinking, well, to myself, okay, how did a bat sleep with a human? I asked you that, but you broke it down. You said that the bat, when they taking them those livestock, how the person could have had the virus,
Right.
and and the bat could have had a virus, and it got seeped into the human. But when I continue to look at a lot of stuff and listen to a lot of people, no. Because if China gonna say they have no more cases, what did they do? Kill all the bats?
Something else going on.
Yes, and what? Don't blame the bats. Don't blame the bats. This is something that was man-made.
Somebody, somebody is alleging that it may have been made in a lab. Let me tell you something. We were experiencing the most booming economy that we've ever seen. This right here is not just an invisible war, but it's also a war on the president of the United States and the American people.
Right.
Yeah, let's call it for what we see it. Go ahead.
I'm looking at Steve Potts. Steve Potts, we love you. Thank you for being a top fan. Said it's rare a virus crosses species lines. It was engineered.
Listen,
y'all.
This is what Steve Potts said.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. I know I'm not the only one feeling like this. Even Cardi B. I don't even like Cardi B.
Yeah.
Cardi B came out and said something the other day that she believed that a lot of the influencers, a lot of these celebrities were being paid to say that they had the coronavirus. Now that's what she said. I didn't say it.
That's what
she said it.
That's what she said.
So it's making people say, something's not right here. You mean to tell me whatever's going on, we shut down our whole economy, everything stopped. You have governors quarantining people, telling us we can't come out unless it's for essentials, and even going as far as to telling us we can only buy essentials when we walk up into a store. What the hell are you all trying to do?
To pull over our
What are you
eyes.
trying? Something's up here.
This is
something
deeper.
up. I hear a governor on TV. I don't have this. I don't have that. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Park. Thank you. I love you too. You're wonderful as well. You have a governor on TV begging for ventilators and masks and gloves.
Saying we need it. Saying people are dying.
And then they are delivered. He don't take the stuff to the hospital. And we have him on video saying, well, we don't need that. We're just stockpiling it until we need it. Like this.
We just sent a ship to New York. Because of you, Cuomo. If you didn't need it in the hospital, why do you need the ship?
Right.
It's something else on this. I think it's a little deep state action going on behind the scene. I believe that this is for this is my belief. I believe it's for an evil intent.
That's right.
I believe that you have a lot of people that do not like for this economy to prosper.
You have a lot of people that don't like the fact that the president is taking up and standing up for America and American people.
That's right. Because for so long, they didn't do that.
No. They went along with what China and them want.
That's right. For so long. And now you have a president that's doing that. People are happy. His poll numbers are going up. He have the most people there at his rallies. You can only get about 2 people at Joe Biden's rally. We get more people at our chit chat shows than Joe Biden.
Thank you, Crystal Hall. I love you.
And you got these people. So to me, this is something undercover. It is engineered. There is something else happening here to make people want to stay inside. What are you doing while you keep trying to keep us inside? What are you doing? For you have a governor trying to stockpile ventilators? What else is coming down the pipeline? What else do you have in store for the American people and to try to destroy this economy that was built by President Donald J. Trump? And if he did it once, he'll do it again, bigger, better, and stronger than we've ever seen it before.
Speaking of press conference, not all of a sudden, the president's been coming out, been speaking to us almost every day. And now you have the left-wing media that don't like that.
They don't like it anymore. They don't want to even show it.
They don't want to show. But you got Chris Cuomo every day on national news all over on stations as if he was some kind of king or something like that. But you don't want to show the president of the United States. I want to hear from the president.
That's right.
Shame on you if you all could take and push that Russia collusion impeachment BS up in our faces every single day.
Yep.
When they was doing that impeachment, almost every day they had that mess on TV all day, weighing down the American people.
Yep.
Then our president should be out there every day so we can hear what he has to say. But what they mad about is the president ratings are going up. Because people now get to hear him and get to see what they're doing.
That's right.
They see what they're doing.
The truth is not distorted by the left-wing media narrative.
There you go.
They get to see it directly from his mouth.
That's right.
They get to see how the media folk sit there and ask asinine questions to the president of the United States, BS that have nothing to do with this coronavirus. How you take and try to kill the spirit of America.
Thank you,
People
Jonah.
get to see it.
Thank you, Jonah.
People get to see it. Also, the left is upset about the medicines that's being used to help save the lives of people that's been told, of course, that they test positive for this coronavirus.
And it has helped them.
It's helped them come back this way.
So it's almost like they don't want. They just want it to be horrible.
Horrible.
Why wouldn't if
like
we
a
already,
third world country?
If we already have medicines, cheap medicines out there on the market that may help other things and could possibly help that, why not that be celebrated so we can get back into the swings of things, open back up our economy, you all, so we can be a country again?
They want to pump money into research, scientific research that can take 1 to 2 years to study this stuff while people are dying in the midst of it. But you got something that can help save a person's life. I'm so glad that our president signed into law right to try.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm so glad he signed that into law and removed the red tape for doctors to be able to prescribe this medicine. But this is what I can't understand, Diamond.
Come on.
You got these people that's testing positive for the coronavirus. Why won't you put them on those masks instead of letting them lay there and die? Because there's been several people that's been knocking at death's door. Somebody was on the other night. He said he had already said goodbye to his family. He just knew he was about to die. And what happened? They went ahead and tried this mask on him. It wasn't even a few hours later. He was back. And about 3 days later, he was released from the hospital testing negative for the corona. So if you got the stuff, if the stuff is available and a person tests positive for it, instead of letting them lay there and die waiting on a damn ventilator, give them the medicine.
That's right. Thank you, Leanna. Well, here's the deal. Cuomo said that people were dying. Were those people on ventilators, or are you telling them we don't have a ventilator to give you? You know, I'm sorry. Who's over Cuomo? I don't trust him anymore.
Look,
when I saw that video, I don't trust you no more. I don't trust nothing you say.
The highest taxes right there in New York. These people are corrupt, just like California, just like Chicago, Illinois. These people are corrupt. They take these billions of dollars. You know, just thinking back to what's this guy for over Baltimore?
You talking about Elijah Cummings?
Elijah Cummings.
He's
God rest his soul. He's passed away now. But there was billions of dollars that was allocated to him for Baltimore.
Right.
And they didn't even have enough sense to purchase decon to kill the rats.
Yeah, you could have took a couple $100
the rats.
But that's what happens when you have people skimming from the top.
But you got people living in shacks with rats and billions of dollars that could have killed the rats, but them billions of dollars, they're pocketing it. And then when you get situations like this, you get a Cuomo.
There you go.
You get a Governor Cuomo.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
One more thing,
Come on,
because I
girl.
know it's
Come
about
on.
time
Come
for
on.
us to go.
Come on.
The Michigan governor, I don't know if you heard about that lady.
Okay,
They're
what did
in
she
Michigan.
say?
She's threatening pharmacists and doctors that use the hydroxychloroquine with the Z-Pack. She's saying that that can be grounds for them being evaluated and maybe being further investigated for administrative actions.
Well, if that be the case, who's she the governor of Michigan?
She's the governor
she
of
needs
Michigan.
to be investigated.
That's right.
Because what is your money tied up into? See, I don't understand. If you want America to get better, why not give them the treatment that may make them better?
Why are you restricting the treatment that could possibly make them better? With the combination of that medicine right now, it's been at 100%. Everybody that's taken that medicine, nobody have died from that medicine.
But why are you threatening our doctors
and
who
pharmacists,
and our pharmacists who are trying to save lives here?
Right.
You are silly. See, but who voted her in? Who voted her in up there in Michigan?
Why?
All Americans, I don't care whether you Democrats, Republicans, black, white, gay, straight, look at your governmental officials.
And look at all of the red tapes, even down to with them implementing the small business laws. There was a lot of red tape that Democrats wanted to put in place. They wanted you to hire so many black folk, so many minority folk. They wanted to keep tabs on you when you used that money. And if you wanted to keep from paying that money back. All of these regulations to tie our hands, to keep us from prospering.
Yeah.
Every single time it looked like we were on the road for prosperity, you had Democrats to come right in, chop it right back down with all of these regulations.
Let's speak about that medicine. What is it called? Hydrochloroquine?
It's called hydroxychloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get another itch straight. So, I like to go up and down the feed. I saw one itch. Her name is Omarosa. I don't care if y'all go and give her this damn video.
Omarosa.
So she put out on her little Twitter feed that this guy took hydroxychloroquine. What is it called?
It was a fish tank cleaner.
I know. I'm about to get to it.
I don't know what.
But what's the name?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Right.
Okay.
Which was a lie, and this itch Omarosa was spreading fake news.
So let me understand.
Because this man took fish tank cleaner, and I believe he took that.
Thinking that it was hydroxychloroquine.
Come on, there you go.
But it was not.
Right.
So what she is saying is that this man took hydroxychloroquine and he died because President Trump said something about it.
She made it seem like that the man took hydroxychloroquine.
Right.
But not only her, more people started picking up on that. When this man drank fish tank cleaner.
Right. It's another different type of something that kind of looked like that were hydroxychloroquine, but it was another H word that they took.
Right.
Okay. And nobody told them to go drink fish tank cleaner.
That's right. And the president ain't telling them to do that. So I cringed when I saw media outlets picking that foolishness up. I saw it on that feed. And it just makes me queen. It's just like, y'all are ignorant.
Hydroxychloroquine phosphate. It's different. That's right.
So if you going out here, you drinking some fish tank cleaner and think that's going to cure you or something. First of all, why you drinking that if you ain't got nothing? But that's what I talk about. That's why the media, you can't do what you do. You send people in a panic.
Yes.
And they don't think with their brain. They think with anything. They thinking with something else.
And what they're doing, it's a combination of meds, you all, that is being taken. It's not only hydroxychloroquine, it's also the Z-Pack that they're taking in combination. Okay, to do what is needed for this particular virus. And it's been working good. This man said he was knocking at death's door. He had already said his final farewell to his his family, his wife. Also, and a 101-year-old man was just released. He recovered from the coronavirus, you all.
Oh, that gives me hope
So
for
there
our
is
older
recovery.
people.
It's not that you're just dying once you get this. It's what the media is reporting because they want to
And
keep
they have the
panic.
gloom and doom out there, and that's all we see. That's all we
Yeah,
hear.
yeah.
And listen, you all, another thing that I want to say. So you all know pretty soon that people gonna start getting checks. Let me say this here to you all because I heard, I'm listening, I look, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Some people are upset because of the kill pills. Why did the president sign this? The president signed this because he was looking out for Americans.
Right.
Imagine somebody putting a gun up to your head.
Right.
And if they pull the trigger, it not only take him out, but it takes everybody else out.
Right.
President didn't want that to happen.
Right.
He could have said no. They could have been back and forth. The stock market would have continued to tank, and people would have continued to suffer.
Right.
People are suffering. They don't
Right.
have jobs. People
Right.
have filed for unemployment, and I heard so many people have filed for unemployment.
Over
like
3 million.
Yeah, you
in 1
can't
week.
even go online because the site will crash.
It's
It's down.
Listen to
I heard.
what you just said.
Yes.
Okay, why the president did that. When a person put a gun up to your head that can kill everybody, would you just give a little bit in order to save the lives
There you
of
go.
the many?
So what he did,
Let's-
come on.
but-
Come on, go on, Sip.
So
Go ahead.
let's look at the person with the gun up to the head. It's the Democrat
That's right.
Party. Nancy Pelosi.
They put that up to his head.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
the president's like, whoa, I got to help people.
I gotta help people.
I can't allow this itch
Right.
to take me out, then everybody
But
else be
else go
taken
out.
out. But okay, I'm going to sign this because in this, it's going to help Americans. But itch, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
Your day is coming. And this is why it's imperative that we take back the House,
Yes.
keep the Senate, and keep the White House.
Yes.
We already know Democrats don't give a darn about
Not
this
one.
country. They don't give a darn about Americans.
That's right.
They've already shown us.
That's why we got the vote red, RED.
Remove every Democrat. And you can remove them by voting
We
them
got
out.
to vote all of their asses out.
That's what we have to do.
That's what we got to do. Don't forget every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
We pray.
We pray for our country. We pray for our president.
We pray.
And I love the fact that on our social media platforms, every day at 11:21, the picture of all of us praying for our dear president, President Donald J. Trump, goes out, you all.
Yes.
We're setting the tone. We're sending a message, you all. We are going to get through this, and we're going to get through this together.
Yeah.
Thank you all for loving us because we love you all
We love
so
you
much.
so
We're
much.
all in the same boat.
Together.
When they quarantine you all and tell y'all can't go,
Yes.
we can't go
We
either.
can't do it either.
Okay, so
That's
we
right.
all in this together.
We're in this together. So make sure you pray every day at 11:21 a.m. And to all of the devils, the imps, the naysayers that come on our platform, and if you spew hate, your ass is getting blocked.
That's right.
You're just getting blocked.
This
Because
ain't the
we
time
don't
to
need
hate.
your negative energy
That's right.
interfering with what's going on here.
That's right.
Okay?
We want positive energy so
That's
we can
right.
come out of this
You're getting blocked.
like
bottom
pure
line.
gold.
Okay.
Like pure gold.
Okay.
Pure gold.
We're
Okay.
going to try to come back when we can to you guys.
Yes.
We have a lot of stuff going on. Like Diamond said, if you hadn't purchased the book, go get the book, you all. We're almost there at the
Tail end
of it. And it's going to be amazing. Good. Oh, wow.
I'm
Just
proud
wow.
of it.
I'm so proud of it.
DiamondandSilkBook.com. Also, you can visit our store, DiamondandSilkStore.com. Thank you for all of your contributions. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Listen, we're in this to win this. I believe in winning. We have a winner. Our leader is a winner.
Yes.
We are on the winning team.
Yes.
And that's what matters, okay?
That's
so
right.
listen, we was just coming to give you the 211. We called the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime, in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, baby.